Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. I cannot believe it's the end of August and pumpkin spice is back out and everybody is returning to school. It is awesome. So today's video is going to be my best tips for saving money while in college. I wish that somebody would have told me this before I went to college. This is just a lot of stuff I learned on my own and I want to share to help someone out. So I took notes. I'm just going to read off them. So first off, if you have not picked your college yet, just be mindful when you are picking a college that things are really expensive and we all need study breaks and you just can't study 24/7, so you're going to want to go out and do something fun. So when you pick a college, just keep that in mind and make sure that you don't pick an overly priced college. Second tip, your textbooks. Don't get them from the bookstore. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but there's a lot of places out there to get cheaper textbooks. Also, do not buy new textbooks. Buy used, because a lot of times after the semester's over, you're never going to use that textbook again, and you might want to sell it back, and you don't need the brand new textbook. If somebody's marked it up with notes, great. Sometimes those notes can actually help you out. So buy used. You're going to save money. Do your research. There's slugbooks.com. That's where I bought a lot of my books. There's Amazon. There's textbook stores that you can get them at, but don't buy them from the bookstore. It is insanely expensive. My next tip is do not fill your dorm room or apartment with tons of food. So even if you have a meal plan and you want to go to the grocery store and buy a few snacks to keep in your apartment for when you get hungry at night and the dining hall is closed, absolutely go ahead. But do not fill your dorm room with a ton of food, because you will actually eat out more than you think unless you are very disciplined. But we all make friends. Friends want to go out and do things. And so don't have that apartment or dorm stocked with food. Next tip is take to go from the dining hall. The dining hall has so many options for food, and it's amazing. When I walk in there, I'm like, wow, I love it. There's so much food. So take some stuff to go. If you don't finish your lunch, get a to-go box or pick up some stuff at breakfast time to take to class. You can always take fruit, or in the afternoon and evening, you can take cookies, little desserts. Get a to-go box, because that is an awesome way for you to not feel like after your third class of the day when you're hungry that you got to go buy a snack without having to swipe back in for a meal. Next tip is look for student discounts around town. I was amazed at how many places offer student discounts. Things to do like restaurants, even like certain like mini golfing, movie theaters, just a ton of places around town that offer discounts. Bowling. So do your research, and every time you go out, ask. When you go to the mall, ask. I mean, it's amazing how many student discounts you really can get. So make that a big deal. My next advice is carpool everywhere. So if you need to go off campus and you have a car and somebody else is willing to drive, ride with them. Save your money. Gas can be really expensive and it can add up a lot if you are constantly driving. So try to carpool with people. If you live in a smaller town and the college is near places, then walk, take public transportation, but try to find a ride where it's not you driving or you paying for an Uber. Be smart about where you're going, but definitely try to save money that way. Next is don't eat out alone. I feel like I don't see this a lot of places, but this is something I definitely figured out on my own. So you're going to make friends and they're going to want to go out, especially on the weekends, and enjoy themselves and just, no classes. You can stay up later and sleep in. So if you're feeling on a Tuesday evening that you don't feel like cooking and make a sandwich, like stay in your dorm or the apartment or go to the dining hall, use a meal swipe. Don't go eat out alone, because I have learned that if you do that a few times a week and then all of a sudden on the weekends your friends want to go out and you go out with your friends, you're ending up spending more money than what you want. So when you feel that urge to eat, don't fall for it. My next advice is make coffee in your apartment. You can get really affordable coffee makers for super cheap. I think the ground coffee, Walmart sells a coffee maker for like $10, and it's super affordable. And my advice, because it can be really tempting, and I fall for this too, to want to stop at Starbucks on the way and pick up something. But here's a trick. Buy the Starbucks Keurig cups if you have a Keurig, or even the ground coffee from the grocery store, and then go to Starbucks, and it costs like $13. Buy the bottle of syrup flavoring that you want and make your coffee at home. It tastes pretty much exactly like Starbucks because it's what they use. And then your cup of coffee at home will be a lot cheaper than ones at Starbucks. I think a whole bottle of syrup for me has lasted months. So do that. It's a huge money saver. Buy the bottle of syrup. The next thing and the last thing I have to say is best way to save money, scholarships. I know it can be a pain and you're so busy that senior year of high school applying for colleges, or even when you're in college, you're so busy with schoolwork that you don't think about applying for scholarships. But believe it or not, I'm sure you've heard it a million times, so many people out there apply for scholarships so many scholarships out there just don't make it. People just, don't get them because they give up on applying. Apply for those. Even apply for the small ones, because anything you can get will help, especially if you're taking out loans to go to school. You want to save any amount of money you can. I mean, even that simple $200 scholarship can take off 1 month of loan payment. So definitely apply. Take the time, even while you're watching TV at night, just apply for like an hour and do that once a week. I mean, it's just amazing how many scholarships you could get. So anyways, that is some advice I have for saving money during college. I really hope it helps somebody out. But anyways, have a great day, guys.